In the heart of the jungles of Mesoamerica, hidden among towering trees and winding rivers, stone pyramids rise against time itself. To a civilization that flourished for nearly 3,000 years and then, suddenly, collapsed. This is the story of the Maya, a people who built monumental cities without iron, without horses, and without the wheel. They created one of the most precise calendars in human history, developed a complex system of writing, and reached astronomical knowledge that still amazes scientists today. But who were the Maya? How did they build an empire in the middle of the tropical jungle? And why did their greatness end in mystery? This is the complete history of the Maya civilization. It all begins around 2000 BC. Small human groups spread across the Guatemalan highlands and the Yucatan Peninsula. And then, a revolution. Agriculture. Corn was not just food, it was sacred. According to the sacred book, the Popol Vuh, the gods shaped the first men from the dough of corn. Together with beans, squash, and cacao, corn sustained entire populations and gave rise to the first villages. Over time, these villages grew, from humble farms into ceremonial centers, and then into city-states filled with pyramids, temples, and palaces that seemed to defy eternity. Across the centuries, the Maya built hundreds of cities. Some became legendary. Tikal, its towers piercing the Guatemalan jungle. Palenque, home to breathtaking carvings, and the tomb of King Pakal. Chichen Itza, with the iconic pyramid of Kukulkan, still standing today. Each city was independent, each ruled by an Ajau, a king, seen as the bridge between mortals and the gods. And through vast networks of trade, salt, obsidian, jade, and cacao, the Maya connected with the entire Mesoamerican world. At the heart of their culture was religion. The Maya believed the universe had many layers: the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, Xibalba. To keep balance between these worlds, rituals were needed, and often human sacrifice. Captured warriors were offered to the gods. Blood, the essence of life, was the ultimate gift. Even priests and kings performed auto-sacrifice, cutting their own flesh to spill drops of blood in sacred ceremonies. But the Maya were more than warriors. They were astronomers. With the naked eye, they tracked planets, eclipses, and lunar cycles with astonishing precision. They built a solar calendar of 365 days and a ritual calendar of 260 days, the Tzolk'in. Together, they formed the calendar round, a 52-year cycle. Their writing system, over 800 glyphs, recorded wars, myths, and even poetry. It gave the Maya a voice that still echoes through stone stelae and fragile codices. Life for ordinary Maya was far simpler. Farmers lived in thatched houses near their cornfields. Women wove vibrant textiles. Men worked the land, built roads, and fought as warriors when needed. Cacao was so valuable, it became currency. One cacao bean could buy a tomato. 100 beans could buy a slave. And there was entertainment. the famous ball game played in massive stone courts. But this was no ordinary sport. It was sacred, political, even deadly. Sometimes the outcome decided alliances, wars, and the fate of prisoners. And then came the fall. By the 9th century, something strange happened. Great cities, Tikal, Copan, and Palenque, were abandoned. Places that once held tens of thousands swallowed by the jungle. What happened? Some point to endless wars, others to drought, confirmed by science, or soil exhaustion from over-farming. Perhaps it was all of these combined. Whatever the cause, the classic Maya world collapsed. But the Maya people did not vanish. New centers rose, like Mayapan and Chichen Itza, proving the culture lived on. And it lives on still. Today, more than 6 million Maya descendants inhabit Mesoamerica. They speak ancestral languages, celebrate traditional festivals, and preserve a worldview inherited from their ancestors. Their temples remain, defying centuries of rain and jungle. Their calendar, once feared for its prophecies, still astonishes with its precision. And their codices reveal a deep philosophy and spirituality that continues to inspire. The Maya civilization was never just a people who disappeared. It was, and remains, one of humanity's greatest achievements. A story of resilience, creativity, and survival against all odds. This is the complete history of the Maya civilization.